Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, Tokyo Ghoul has finally made its conclusion. Um, I think I'm gonna do an overall, like, how I felt about it in a different video. Um, but, or I'll just, like, post it, within, like, some pictures of my anime Amimo, but with this week's episode being the final, and seeing the adorable little baby, I think it was a girl. I couldn't tell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a girl. Not that it matters or not if it's a boy or girl, in my opinion. Still adorable kid that Kamaki and Toka has created. Not only have they created, with 6 years going by, um, it's almost as if the show kind of didn't end in a sense. Like, usually these time skips are like, oh, thank you so much for watching, and the things in this world are gonna continue, but like, oh, we hope they just usually say goodbye to the audience and stuff, which I can understand that seeing the time skip in general was the goodbye. But for me, uh, I think and for people who didn't like this series, I think you guys should be careful because Tokyo Ghoul, in my opinion, didn't really end by saying, "Hey, we're necessarily done." Like, it almost seems like they're saying, "Hey, we got a good thing going here." And I only say that because just the way it came off to me anyway. Like, first we see, everybody kind of finds their way to do um, the human type of living. But the thing that, oh, he caught me. The thing that kind of got my attention about it all is there's still quite a few people who have been, like, rather decimated or, like, hurt pretty bad when it comes down to, excuse me, when it comes down to the whole notion of ghouls versus humans. Like, there's just some people out there that have been really messed up, and not to mention, ghouls still somehow need to feed on like human-esque flesh, or like maybe like donate it or something. But the whole point of what the guy with the glasses, I always forget his name, but him and his girlfriend that we saw like way back in like season one, she was the one that was really trying to make a home for the ghouls to be able to call their own and stuff like that. So for them just all of a sudden like coming up with it now in the sense of them having to live, they're just living together with humans and stuff. It goes to show you that maybe the ghouls weren't going to be the main ones that are going to be the most difficult to take care of. What if, some of these humans get their hands on some ghoul killing technology, and the ghouls are the ones that are on, their backs are against the wall and stuff like that again, when it comes down to a certain, like, not even organization, but the human race as a whole. So, oh my God, I think I just lost. That's dirty. But with all that being said, there's only so much people can like draw from this. Like I was saying, I kind of could see this going even further. Let's go. Um, and I only say that because Kamaki has a kid that literally is verbatim what happened in Naruto. You know what I mean? Like, Boruto is a thing. Not to spoil many people, but I heard that maybe Fairy Tail could have done a spin-off or something. So it even sounds like in the future of a Fairy Tail, there could be kid versions of, Natsu or something along those lines. So those are the type of things that I mean when I say like these shows usually have really like closed book endings. They're like, okay, goodbye, shake our hand, and thank you for watching. Like, if they really don't want anything to do with this show at all, that's more of the reaction or like the ending I was expecting. So really good stuff overall, though. I mean, the fighting between everybody else and not Kamiki and Futa was pretty lackluster. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure they made it that way to be lackluster. I mean, not so much my homie that takes out the man with the lightning punch. That stuff wasn't like that bad. I mean, it was quick. Like, how are we gonna see a new thing we've never seen before, and this man like one shots it? So I thought that was kind of weird. But other than that, man, um, the fact that Kamiki pretty much like kept growing his Kamui, like just kept evoluting his Kamui in general was pretty nutty, including the way that it seemingly had happened. Just like one time was because of all this torture and all this pain, and now this time it's, just to protect the people that he truly cares about and wants to see shine. So it goes to show you that maybe that power was what he needed, but he never thought it would be as strong as something, as using something that people used against him, or like pain that he's felt against others. He used that as a power instead of just his actual wanting to protect and win and to save. Um, I'm not really sure if that's where they're going with it, or if that's even the reasoning, but that was kind of what the anime was like alluding to, in my opinion. Because he just all of a sudden got another Kamui that even the main bad guy seemingly was surprised to even see what the heck it was. He's like, he's like, I think you're cheating, buddy. And I've never seen, or nor have I think that ever existed until you just pulled it off. And he's like, Kamiki's like, yeah, that's how this is how this works. So, and that was the end of that. How that thing came alive. From what I could tell, they weren't going to go into much detail into why it manifested and stuff. So, if you're hoping for that, um, as of watching this show and how quickly it goes now, it was pretty obvious they weren't going to get into it. Not only that, we literally see that Rize was like supposedly alive, seemingly. Like, she straight up like opens her eyes and looks at Kamiki, and he's just like, sorry, like, I got a kid on the way. You're over here causing all this ruckus. Sorry, you gotta go. Oh yeah, hold on, let me buy a mercenary. But yeah, I really didn't think that they were just going to uh, not really give Rias any reason why she was there. Like, they didn't. I could have told you why she was there better than the story tells you. That's the messed up part about all this. And that's like the reason why you should be able to see people's arguments when they say there's things that just don't make sense in the show, and then there are things that make complete and utter sense because they they actually focused on giving us what we needed to know. Which is kind of sad that it felt so just random at moments compared to what it normally probably should have been, like a flushed out overall narrative to give us a good piece of why all of this is happening. Um, but regardless of that, I still do want to see, what they would, if they do make a future for this. I would watch it. Just because these characters, just because I've known them, and I want to see if there's something that might make them become the bad people. Because as I was saying as well, with just the time skip of to Tokyo Ghoul to Tokyo Re, like they were all becoming like S ranks and stuff like that. It's been 6 years now, you know what I mean? And if they made any improvements, the world should be like super scared. And not only should they be scared, they shouldn't mess with anything of theirs. And with the world that we know and the world that these guys have been living in, does that even seem possible at this moment, or at this, you know, I guess it's been possible for 6 years, seemingly nothing's bad happened. So if you want to argue, but I'm saying for more and more and more years to come, you think that there would be no conflict at all. So if there is, maybe that's what we'll see, and his kid and daughter has to, or his daughter and maybe everybody else's kids, that if they make any, um, they have to figure out, how to figure, to defeat whoever takes over the reign of being evil. And, Kamiki would be kind of like Al was to him at the coffee shop to, maybe the next cast. So, and that's just off the rip, guys. I'm just making stuff up. We could literally have that or even complete opposite of it, and I'll still check it out, and I'll be here reviewing it just to give it a fair chance. See now, kind of after the first season didn't get that much of a fair chance on the second season. I feel like everybody's like, "Oh, I know where this is going," and kind of just dipped. Some people gave it a chance, which I appreciate. Maybe you saw something you didn't expect to like and you liked it, but you would have never knew that if you just gave up on the show full-heartedly. So with all that being said, my anime people, it is Christmas. I do got to get out of here. I just wanted to get some content out for you guys. Make sure, even if you are in Christmas and Christmas night comes around, or there's just some time that you have nothing going on, you at least got one of your boys' videos to watch. So I'm gonna try to get out Black Clover as quickly as possible as well. So if this video is shorter than I expected, sorry. I just wanted to get to the next thing so you guys have things on the channel. So thank you guys so much for the support. um I am the Anime G. I hope you have a good day, evening, night, and Christmas, or whatever you are celebrating on this day. If you are just having a normal day, I hope you have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Let's not be crazy. And some of you guys might not even watch this on Christmas, so if not, I hope your Christmas was great. With that, everybody, take care and peace.